Hi, I'm Dr. Anndrea Hatcher from Olive Branch Parke Veterinary Clinic, and I'm going to be talking about the Chinese water dragon. An adult Chinese water dragon is 3 feet long. The adult males have larger femoral pores, jowls, and crests than the females. The enclosure temperature on the cool end should be 80 degrees Fahrenheit and 90 degrees on the warm end, and 90 degrees at the basking spot. Should be 70 to 80 degrees at night. The humidity should be 60 to 80%. Chinese water dragons are more active during the day and they're arboreal, meaning they climb trees, they're in the trees. Their lifespan is 10 to 15 years. You should house the males individually. 2 females together may be okay. You can start with a 55-gallon aquarium with a screened lid for one dragon, but as he grows, you're going to need a larger setup, at least 6 feet long, 3 feet deep, and 5 feet high. Because dragons are arboreal, they need the height in the enclosure to climb. The enclosure should also be designed to keep the humidity at 60 to 80%. It should have room for the dragon to swim. So initially, a large plastic container like a cat litter pan can be used as a swimming area. The dragon should be able to submerge 50% of his height in the water. A water filter is a good idea. The water doesn't have to be heated. It will have to be changed often because he's going to poop in it. The enclosure should be designed so that you can easily clean it. Don't use substrate that the dragon could swallow, like gravel or bark. Newspaper, astroturf, or sterile soil with nothing added to it will work. Include sturdy branches that the dragon can climb. You can clean those branches with 1 part bleach to 10 parts water, rinse them well, and let them air dry before adding them to the enclosure. You can add live, non-toxic plants such as pothos. Lights and heat sources should be on the outside of the enclosure screen to prevent burns. The UVB light should shine in through the screen because UVB does not pass through glass. You'll need to mist the enclosure twice a day. So if you're going to have a Chinese water dragon, the equipment that you're going to need will be the enclosure, the substrate, the swimming area, branches, non-toxic plants, UVB bulbs, which you're going to need to replace every 6 to 12 months, 2 to 3 thermometers, a humidity gauge, a light timer, reptile calcium and vitamin D supplement, reptile multivitamin supplement, an under-the-tank heater, or a ceramic heat emitter as needed for heat. For the food, you can feed the juveniles every day and the adults every other day. Feed a variety of crickets, mealworms, waxworms, grasshoppers, butterworms, locusts, small feeder, goldfish, pinky, and fuzzy mice that are pre-killed. Do not feed wild-caught insects as they may carry parasites or they may have been exposed to pesticides. Don't feed fireflies. 10% of the diet can also be, if the dragon will eat it, collard greens, dandelion greens, mustard greens, green beans, raspberries, cantaloupe, strawberries, blueberries, and occasionally carrots. Sprinkle the food with the calcium, vitamin D, and multivitamin supplement twice a week. Shedding will occur every few weeks to every few months. All reptiles may carry salmonella, which can cause disease in humans. The very young and the very old humans are most at risk. Always wash your hands after handling reptiles. New Chinese water dragons should be examined by a veterinarian and have an intestinal parasite exam done to check for parasites. They should have yearly physical exams and intestinal parasite exams after that.